Hey guys, I'm Fluid, and welcome to another episode of Flowing with Fluid.
Release, 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 release. So we're going to get started standing up straight. We're going to inhale the arms up wide up towards the sky. And we're going to exhale, swan diving forward, keeping the back straight until we reach the bottom and releasing that head down, allowing our bodies to hang. We can bend the knees here to help straighten out our back so that we can relax, grabbing opposite elbow and just rock side to side. We really want to feel this nice stretch in our back. We can release our hands back down and we're going to roll up like a rag doll, allowing each vertebrae to rise up at a time, really feeling that. Inhaling the arms up wide once more. We're going to exhale, swan dive forward again, just like we just did, finding our comfortable positions. We're going to inhale up into flat back, straightening out our back, hugging our shoulder blades together. Release back down to the ground and inhale the arms up. You can go into a micro back bend here if that feels good for you. We're going to exhale our hands to heart center. And we're going to start to warm up our neck, just looking left and right. We're saying no to all negativity, blocking all negativity from our lives. We can find our way to center, and we're going to inhale as we lift our heads up and exhale as we drop our heads down. It's as if we're saying yes and we're exaggerating this yes, bringing our head all the way up and all the way down, bringing our chin to our chest. We're saying yes to all positivity, allowing all of the good things to flow into our lives. And from here, we're going to step our feet out, hip width apart. We're going to come into our hip circle so we can place our hands on our hips and just start to rotate in a circular motion from the hips, keeping our glutes activated, making sure that we're moving from our hips, hinging at our hips, and relaxing those knees. We're going to go ahead and rotate in the opposite direction. Breathing freely here. Maybe you want to take your breath when you reach forward and exhale as you circle back. We're going to move into smaller hip circles. We're striving to isolate those hips and just circle just that hip part. If this is not comfortable, we can feel free to continue our hip circles just as we were doing before. And go ahead and rotate directions. And from here, we're going to inhale those arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to step back into a high lunge. It doesn't matter which leg you step back with, as long as you can see me or listen to my voice and follow along that way. I'm going to fully extend in this, reaching our hands up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we're just going to rotate directions, switching to the opposite side. We want to strive to make sure that our knee is not coming over those toes. It should be right over our ankle, coming into a 90 degree. And we're going to swap right back towards the other direction. And this time we're going to come into our warrior two. So we're going to extend our arms out wide. And also make sure that you're placing that back heel down when you open up your arms. One in front, one in back, and we're keeping the front of our body open. So we're not twisting here. We're opening up that side body. And here we're going to go ahead and switch to the other side once more. Feeling that nice stretch in our legs, strengthening our legs here. And once you find your balance, go ahead and stretch your arms out wide, opening up that chest. Bringing our hands to heart center. We're going to go ahead and bring those legs in a little bit more, slightly wider than our hips, and we're going to sit down in a squat position, striving to lift up our chest in this squat, in this low squat. Inhaling back up towards the ceiling and exhale right back down into that squat. This is the perfect time for us to check our alignment and check what feels most comfortable for us. We can go as high or as low as we feel. We just want to do whatever feels best for us and our body. Really sinking in, opening up that chest. And we're going to inhale right back up towards the ceiling. We can hit a micro back bend here if that feels good. Inhaling those arms right back up. Exhaling, swan diving forward, releasing the head when we reach the bottom. Remember, we can always bend our knees here, finding what's comfortable for us. And we're going to come into a side balancing stretch. This is also called our Warrior 3. So you can place a block underneath your hands to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. Finding our balance here, stacking the hips. We're going to strive to open up our chest by lifting up our left or right arm, whichever leg is in the air, that's the arm that's going to match it. So we're stacking our hips, opening up our chest. We want to strive to reach our gaze towards the hand that's lifted towards the sky. But if that's not comfortable for our necks, feel free to have your gaze towards the ground. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and release from that stretch, bringing both hands down to the mat. And we're going to switch sides so you can lift up the opposite leg, stretching that same arm up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. If you're a little wobbly, that's okay. I'm a little wobbly. Just make sure that you breathe in this stretch. Releasing that stretch, releasing our hands and legs back down to the mat. Rest in this forward fold. Inhale up into flat back. Exhale back down to the mat. And inhale all the way up. Reverse swan diving up. Hitting this micro back bend if that feels good. And exhale your hands to the heart center. Take a few breaths here. And whenever you're ready, we're going to come into our balancing pose. We're going to do tree pose. Shifting our weight onto one side, whatever side you want to start with, it doesn't really matter. And whenever you find your firm ground and find you a focal point, go ahead and lift that leg up. You want to go either above or below the knee. We don't want to place any pressure on that knee by resting our foot on it. A few breaths here. And we can go ahead and release, and we're going to shake that out and switch our weight to the other side. Same thing on this side. It's a little windy where I'm at, so this balancing is not happening as planned, but that's okay. And we can go ahead and release, shake out those legs. Go ahead and do some wrist circles as we inhale those arms up. Hitting that micro back bend. We're going to come into a side stretch. So go ahead and straighten out the body. And whenever you're ready, you're going to lean over to one side. We want to make sure that we have equal pressure on both of our feet, and that we are stretching through that side body that our arm is up. So if we have our left arm up, we're stretching through our left side. And we can switch to the opposite side. And we're going to switch to the opposite side, inhaling that left arm up and stretching over to that right side. Continuing to breathe in the stretch. And we can release and switch over to the opposite side, stretching the side again. And we're going to release from that stretch. We're going to swan dive both of our arms down, back straight until we reach the bottom. Then relax the head, inhaling up into that flat back, hugging those shoulder blades together, strengthening our back here. Taking a couple more breaths, really stretching those hamstrings. And we're going to exhale back into our forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, really stretching up, and exhaling our hands to heart center. We can take a few breaths here and do whatever you feel from this point forward. If you want to take some time for a meditation, take some time for that. Or if you feel like this was just a nice little warm up to get you going, hey, then that is exactly what you needed today. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.